I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Jeanne.
Jeanne, where are you from?
I'm from Quad Cities, Illinois.
Illinois. And this is?
Marianne, and I'm from Clearwater, Florida.
From Florida. And it's the first time for you here in Medjugorje?
Yes.
And how is the experience now?
It's been moving more, I feel more energized by being here on the third day. Okay, it took me a while to get used to being here.
Yeah.
I wanted to be here for a long time. I have looked at all the videos and all the stories and everything else, and I never thought I'd ever make it here. But we did, and I would have to say it's been a very good experience.
So far, how long you stay? A few more
We're
days?
leaving tomorrow.
You leave tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm lucky to get you.
Yeah,
To catch you.
yeah.
No, I mean, the divine providence, no? You met on the street, I didn't catch you.
Well, I thought it was pretty interesting because I was looking for you
Yeah.
the entire time, and I said, I guess I'm not going to see Tom, and then there you were last night. I saw you.
And it was,
Yeah. So it's very, very good. Yes.
yeah. And for you, tell me for you.
Well, I've been struggling, I guess, with a lot of people. I say my prayers and, I just want to have a calmer life. I have so much anxiety that I can't eat. And then I go ahead and try to take control again, as soon as I say the prayer. So being here has made me feel like, just gave me more practice time to let it go instead of getting back into my busy life. So I am hoping to bring, and I know hoping is a poor word because it's really up to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on letting
Things go into the hands of God.
Yes, let it in the hands of God, truly. And I know my life would just be so much better. So that's what I got out of here.
Out of Medjugorje.
Yes.
What a change from yesterday to today.
Yes,
It's just so beautiful
it
to
is.
see
It
you.
does have changed,
I thought about you when we talked yesterday, But I loved the conversation because you were honest. You
Yes.
know? And that's good.
Yes.
You were honest. You said, you struggled. You see all the shops, all the stuff. But that's superficial. That's like the facade.
And when you said, and
Me
that
too, and,
made so sense, we're helping people too by being here. We're not just helping ourselves. We're helping the people that live here.
Exactly.
We think we're here for ourselves only, but it pours out.
And you take a souvenir. You can give a present to somebody.
Yeah.
And then, it can change people's life. Seeing the word Medjugorje. There was a guy from London. Somebody gave him a present, the rosary from Medjugorje. And Medjugorje, and he left it. And then 5 years later, he had it in the car. Somebody said, you should go to Medjugorje. And he looks at the rosary in the car and said, you have a rosary of Medjugorje already. It can be a sign when you feel, give it to somebody as a present. And you pray the rosary. Is that hard for you?
Yes. No, it isn't hard, but I need to do it more. It's never a hard thing to do, So it's something that I need to do more of.
But remember, from Our Lady says, from the heart to things. That's the message from here. Nothing by obligation.
Yes.
Must be women know, but from the heart.
Right. And the meditation and taking the time to be in a quiet place and not just rattle it off, to really be at a peaceful.
One of the visionaries said, one pearl prayed with the heart is much more than rattling the whole thing down, just to feel the connection.
Yeah.
I will tell you a miracle that happened today.
Yeah?
My baby sister is very sick. We have been trying to get her well for the longest time. And I got a call from Clearwater, Florida today from her pulmonologist, and he said they found what's wrong with her. So they're going to start her on the treatment tomorrow. So that happened today.
And you see a lot of people say that they are here and something happens to the family over there. Just a woman from Colombia told me, she was here a long time. And her family changed when she came back. She changed and something changed in the family, you see?
Well, praise God.
Praise God.
Yes.
How is it for you to pray the rosary? Is that still tough? Or?
Yeah. I have to say, I started at night, which is always a problem because I end up falling asleep.
Me too. That's
and
what I tell people, when they can't get to sleep, pray the rosary.
Yeah, you will. You will definitely go to sleep, but it is a good prayer. When my mom was dying, we did the rosary constantly for days and days, right at her bedside.
wow. And your mother taught you that? How did you get the idea?
Well, we went to Catholic school, and we knew the rosary, but my mother, before she died, said, I need, and then all
Message?
she could say is religion. That's all she could say. And
You understood?
Yeah, and so we started saying the rosary from that point on, and I think it helped everybody. Yeah, everybody.
And confession? You go to confession?
Yes, I do. I do it a lot.
You do it a lot?
Maybe a little bit too much sometimes.
No, I don't think so, But what would you tell people you go who are scared to go to confession? What would you tell them?
Talk about freeing up. Frees me up. Every time I go, I feel like, ooh,
You bring things to the light.
yeah, it's much better. I feel better about everything,
More at peace?
Yeah, more at peace.
And for you go to confession?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just family members, like, oh, I don't need to go, or I have too many sins, or this or that. And I said, just no one's going to judge you. We're harder on ourselves than anybody else, and it's for you. It's not for anybody else, and it's just to make you feel clean again.
In peace.
Yes.
You got a favorite saint?
Well, I guess St. Francis has always been my favorite. I guess he's, a lot of people's favorites, but yeah.
For you? And for you? Favorite
Michael,
Saint
Saint Michael. Yeah.
Today I had the feeling as well, I saw a YouTube video and we forget to ask him, so powerful, St. Michael. They said in that video to ask that he will intercede for us and protect us.
We have a little shrine
Yeah.
in Tarpon Springs, Florida, and my husband and I got married there. And part of the reason we ended up getting married there is because I asked Saint Michael to handle it. He was not so sure he wanted to get married. I put it in Saint Michael's hands, and about 3 hours later, my husband
Called you up and said, baby, I want to
Yeah,
marry
that's
you.
exactly, exactly. Honest to God, that's really happened.
I guess you would be my favorite too, then.
Oh, I start tonight.
Very
Probably.
good. Yeah, it's very good, very good.
Oh, you see, that's Medjugorje. You give hints to other people by telling something.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me a hint too to pray. That's what was the day of Saint Michael, because I met a priest who is from the order of Saint Michael somehow that started yesterday. And somehow Saint Michael came into my life lately. And
Interesting.
my brother's name was Michael. Who died,
Oh.
It's very, that's
Yeah.
unbelievable. And what would you tell people why come to Medjugorje?
I guess Mary's calling us.
Yeah. You felt that call?
I did. I was adamant. I went to Dubrovnik for 3 days, and this was on my trip. I knew that I was coming here, and a lot of people didn't know about it. I would tell people about it, and they'd say, "Where are you going?" And I said, "Look it up. Look it up.
Yes.
Look it up and see where I'm going." Anyway, so I got a lot of encouragement from people who don't even believe in the Lord. They said, "Oh, you go, bring me back something."
See,
So
bring
I've got
something back.
little rosaries all in my pocket.
Now you know why the shops are here.
That's right. That's right. That's
They
right.
are here for that.
Exactly.
And for you, what would you tell people why come to Medjugorje?
Well, I really came to be my sister's handler.
I like it.
Pretty much. I love my sister so much, and and of course I love God and Jesus and Mary. I didn't feel the need to come, but I'm always open to anything that
New adventure.
Yeah, I am not. I'm not too closed off on things. I always think, well, let's
it
see. And if you're with a good person, then I'm ready to go.
And you are. Look at you two together. Unbelievable. And maybe you want to greet your friends? Just somebody in America? Does anybody you want to greet?
Hi, Howie.
Hi, Jessica, Ben, Dan, and Mark, and Melanie, and Tom.
Wonderful.
I mean, John.
Yes, I like it. Call my name.
I won't tell him.
And all my children, too.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm just a little nervous.
Thank you for that. No, don't worry. Thank you for that beautiful interview.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.